So, yeah, let's take a look at contact center and with and without customer service and the advantages and disadvantages. So, this is me. Oh, sorry, forgot something. This is me. Now you recognize me. So we have a little kind of agenda, so the last for today. So introduction is made. So the first question is, what is contact center? Then we have a look into the service process and then into contact center with and without customer service and also the future. So at first I want to talk with you about the process itself. So we have here at first the lead generation with the campaigns and in the website where the customer can get some information. The customer gets some content, the recommendations and the next best action. And maybe then the customer contacts you via omnichannel or just via the portal to get some information, get support, make an appointment, get some service on the product. So this is how normally the contact center looks like. So at first we can see that often they use several channels, like one application for the live chat, one for the socials, one for email, and it can be a little bit overwhelming to have all the channels on site. So you don't know what to do next, you don't know how to proceed, and also your manager wants some reports. Therefore, we need to divide the service in two parts. The first part is self-service, so customers can help themselves. So it's, for example, Sunday night, 3 a.m. in the morning, and they need some information about their heater or something else. Then they use the self-service, use knowledge-based articles, a chatbot, an intelligent bot, maybe a discussion panel, like for example 10 or 20 years ago Telecom proceeded this also. And then we have the customer service where the customer can be in contact with you to get some information and to get support. So this can happen in several ways, for example via phone, via email, WhatsApp or anything else. So this is the division. And contact center can handle them all. And this is how a contact center in easy ways can look like. So this is our customers. And here, you wouldn't believe it, this is our agent. And then we have, for example, here our phone. We have the emails or mails. And here can be a queue with several emails, posts and everything else. And with all these, they cannot answer anything. Therefore, it's necessary to have some knowledge here, for example, a database when they can look up, or most of them carry the knowledge in their head. The target is to carry all the knowledge in the database so they don't need to take all in the head. And there comes contact center in. So it bundles all the channels in just one direction and then you can handle them in the back office. Like for example, at first you're using some chatbots, IVR bots, to keep the routing online, answer the customer some questions. Also creating a ticket can be done easily via such a bot because it has many connectors, can also access some extra databases and so on. And then we have the unified routing, which is also a main of this product. You can have the routing like skill-based, location-based, topic-based, whatever you define in the chatbot area. Or the chatbot easily you configure once and can use it via phone or voice and also via the chat. And our co-pilot, you haven't heard it today, and also yesterday not, can help also the back office by answering questions and getting knowledge from the system. And then you can easily report the information to your manager, and also the information you type in the tickets will remain in the knowledge base. This is a very technical chart of the unified routing. As you can see, we have different rule sets you can define here in the top corner. You define those rules statically, and also here on the bottom the intelligence can make the routing intelligent. For example, if one person answers a question or a ticket about one topic and a second time and a third time, then the intelligence knows, okay, this person is able to answer the question in a specific topic and then can route more difficult cases to that person. But routing is not only reliant on specific topics or skills, it can be also be done on sentiment. So when the customer is, for example, very angry, only experienced supporters or agents will receive those calls. To clarify this unified routing a little bit, we have 3 different areas. For example, we can at first route it by skill. So if you have, for example, a skill electric, mechanic, specific languages, anything else, you can route it to a specific group, or you can make it queue-based. Like routing on the topic, you define that you route it to a specific group of people and they pick it or they get it pushed to their desk. And also the other one is just, for example, like the availability of the agent, the capacity of the agent, because every session you get can have a specific capacity. For example, a chat takes only 20 and a call takes 50 and the agent has only 60, for example, as capacity. Then you can handle, for example, 2 chats in parallel, but only 1 call. It's all about knowledge, because knowledge is very important. We take it in our head, our supporters take it in our head, and it needs to be documented somewhere. So for example, at the first we need to gain our knowledge in the system. So it needs to be written down in articles, in some knowledge base, or just convert the case which you answered into an article. And then you need to use it. Use it in the agents, in your defined agent you're using with the customer in the chat or on the phone, and also you need to use it in the Copilot in self-service that the customer can gain the information to reduce your service cost for the customer service. And then I prepared a little video. As you can see, the source is Microsoft for this specific video. And as you can see here on the right upper corner, you see that there is a chat coming in, so it's pushed to you. And now we play the video. I'm talking, you watch. So as you can see here in the down left corner, it automatically summarizes the chat. I played it a little bit slower, that I can explain something. And here is the summary of the chat. And now you can do some actions. It automatically pushes here in some information. You can enable it easily for the contact center. And as you can see also, there are applied some SLA timers, like for example the first response KPI, which is done here. And also you have some suggestions what Copilot can done in here. Here in the right upper corner, there's the intent agent. So if you have implemented some cases, some use cases, the intent agent can know or can suggest the intent what the customer has and sees, okay, maybe you want this one, and then suggest some steps to do, like an information. So video is just 75%, so maybe I should talk more. And here are also some suggestions in. So this is really implemented, so there's not just a marketing video. We've implemented this also in our demo environment. You can accept those suggestions, or you can type yourself in the text. And then when we send the answer to the customer, also we can, for example, make a solution for the specific case which was created for that. And after we had some chat, there are suggested actions, for example, resolving the case. And when the case is resolved, it also suggests some information to type in as a resolution, which also that can be used then to generate a knowledge base article. As you can see here, it automatically does it. So if you just create a case and make a solution of it without typing anything, it will not have a suggestion. So please type in useful information that it can suggest a knowledge base article. And you can directly save it into your knowledge base. There's a publishing process behind it to keep it in the knowledge base. So voice is not the only channel, we have also email. And as you can see here, here is a list of my work items, open work items, closed items. So a chat is not handleable 2 hours afterwards. If you are a customer and you start a chat and you need to wait 2 hours, you will close the window. So that's the reason why they are pushed to you, and the emails you can pick, because if an email is answered 2 hours later, that's not a problem. But if a chat is answered 2 hours later, the customer will be gone. So let's proceed. And also we are picking here now a case which was assigned to me. And also here we can have here this review draft for the email. So first best action is writing an email. And from the information from the case, what the customer wrote, then Copilot suggests an answer. And if you want to rewrite the answer, you can do it manually or give Copilot some instructions to write the email another way. It's not about only working on it, you also need to analyze to see if it's useful what you're doing. And therefore, this is the Analyze cockpit. You can analyze every call can be recorded, and you can also see the sentiment which is done in the call itself, and also sentiment is analyzed in chats. And as you can see in this specific case, you can just replay the complete session because it was recorded. And also if the Copilot summary was turned on in this video, we could see it. And what is also important is you can see how the session is gone. So who accepted it, how long did the customer wait, who forwarded it, maybe to see where improvement can be done in our service organization. And all those fancy charts. And then we come to the customer service part, because now we have seen contact center and how the first contact or first answer can be done in the contact center. So let's get into the back office from the customer service in the case. So here, for example, we are starting on the dashboard, and I've created here a case. So cat is doing dog stuff. Sometimes things happen. And we have here our customer, it's called Andy. We have also here our KPIs. You can define them, they're quite long here. And also the case can take a title. And also the case can come from the contact center, but working on the case and finding out what is happening there, if it's just a little bit deeper case. So for example, this case is very hard to solve. So also there's a description or a case summary. So when you have several emails, several phone calls, also from contact center, you can have here the case summary, and also you can see recent cases from that customer. So I can research in the cases, maybe it happened again on that customer. I can see, okay, is there a case open which is in the past. Also here we have our knowledge base, we can directly use it. And also here we have our Copilot icon in the right upper corner. And if we have defined some similar case rules, the similar cases also from other customers will appear here, even if they are closed. Here we have some details. For example, we can have this as a problem, or maybe we need to have as a field service, so to go forward to the field service process to create a work order. And here we have the merged cases. So if a customer is very, let's say, want to have an answer very quick, he opens 3 or 4 times a case, then we can merge them. Or if a customer writes 4 sites with 3 problems, you can divide them into several child cases. And also we can attach some knowledge base articles. If we, for example, send them first try, second try, fourth try to solve the problem, we attach them here. And also when we have a look at field service, we can attach here customer assets. So there are products at the customer side which contain a specific serial number, can also be attached to the case itself. And then we have a quick look into field service. So customer service is just one step behind the contact center, let's say. So we can do several things with our case. So starting position can be contact center, and after that we can go further into the process, deeper into the process, service our customer, having on-site implementations. And here is a quick overlook into the field service. So for example, this case can only be solved if someone is on-site, solves the problem. We have created already our work order. Here are the products we need to repair it. And also we have our tasks then which need to do with all the inspections. Checklists should be done on site by the technician. And then afterwards we plan it. So here are some suggestions who can be planned. But also if I click find availability, the schedule board is opening. And there it shows me, depending on the skills that are needed and depending on the location and so on, how or which of our technicians is available to solve that problem. So this is all behind it. So contact center is a first contact position and connects, for example, the system easily with the customer. Then we come to the service process. So this can be the easiest service process when we have a look with customer service. So the customer here, and he needs some help, contacts via the channel, phone, chat or anything else, and the contact center agent receives the information of the case. And then he looks into the knowledge, maybe he can answer the question directly or he needs to create a case, which is then handled by our customer service agent. He also has access to the knowledge base and then answers the ticket or the question or whatever to our customer. Field service should be done there, but that's not the main topic for today. And here it is how it can look like without customer service. So then the contact center agent maybe needs to do everything. So he needs to create a ticket, work on the ticket, look into the knowledge base, and what are the specific differences, we have to look into the next topic. But this is then all done by this contact center agent, which is an important part. So now to the question contact center with and without customer service. So the advantage is to have customer service on site is so we have the extended Copilot context on the case. So yes, we have Copilot in contact center, but on the case it's just more extended, having more information together from the system, from the customer to answer the question. We also can split the agents between back office and first line, because when you solve a ticket, maybe you need some time for you, not only with saying, okay, I'm not available, I cannot answer calls. You need to have discussions internally with your manager maybe. You can directly divide it in separate parts. Also, you have the full case functionality with SLAs and reporting. So there are some, let's say dashboards, functionalities like extended knowledge-based functionalities that can be used in customer service in the back office, which are not fully available in the contact center itself. Yes, you can search in it, but extended functionality only with customer service. And also the KPIs and Service Hub, which is predefined by Microsoft, is only available in customer service and not in contact center, because contact center is only optimized for the first contact. And we have also the possibility to have Power Pages with self-service on site, perfectly implemented with customer service. So if you want to reduce the load of your service organization, you implement a self-service portal with Power Pages, and then you get less requests on your contact center because the customer has the answers already. And also here you have the good extensibility for field service, sales, project operations and so on. And what is very important is you have the optimized license cost, for example, for back office. So maybe if you have persons there do both, maybe you can split them into two parts. The one is just doing the first level support and the others are doing the back office support. Maybe the experienced do one and the other do just the other. So you can split it into two groups and don't have the one license for all. And then the good question is, what if I tell you that Dynamic 365 Contact Center completes the gap between internal knowledge, communication and the customer? If it's not just contact center with the additional component if contact center is just a solution in between. And if contact center can be used without customer service, but you do really want to miss the overall process functionalities? That's a good question. And also it works perfect with AI functionalities all together to have the complete process in the system. Use contact center, use customer service, maybe field service, sales, project operations all together in one database. And it saves money and time. Reducing the load on your service organization. If there is load, you can handle it perfectly in the back office, in the contact center, and also proceed your tickets in the back office. Then we come to the future. So you may know seen this chart a little bit other way. So at first there was the employee, like telling a story. And also we have the employee with Copilot and employee with Copilot and autonomous AI agents. And I like to do it, or like to say it in another way. So at first you make the pizza by yourself. The second is make the pizza having your friends on site who helps you with the ingredients. And the third one is make the pizza having your friends with you who can make some pizzas by themselves. And now comes the important part. So let your friends make the pizza themselves and let them deliver the pizza to some other friends by telling them you made it. So this is maybe the future.